Name's Kevin Chesnut. This is Chesnut Farms, Kersey, Colorado. Well, I lost my dad when I was like 8 years old, and I'd always been with my mom. My grandpa come from Illinois and homesteaded here in 1918. My mom, she's the one that got me started out here, and she was the youngest of 5 siblings, and I'm the youngest grandkid of all of them. All the other grandkids kind of had a shot at it, but nobody was really interested. My mom said that at 16 they give it to me. We just kept working and growing, me and my mom.
He's the youngest of all the grandkids, and he was the last one to get a chance to farm, and he was the last one to say yes. So even though it's a century farm, my dad basically started at ground zero and built it all again.
It's just amazing how much has changed. There's that old wooden little grain bin back there as one of the original buildings, and Kevin keeps wanting to tear it down, and it's like, no, because it gives you reference. It's just come a long ways. I'm sure Kevin's grandpa would be so proud of him.
So right now it's mainly my dad, my brother, and I. The 3 of us, depends on the day. You wake up some mornings, you think you know what you're doing, and by 9 o'clock you're already turned around 180 degrees and doing something else.
I love Dawson and Riley's passion towards keeping the farm going. They see things that need done and they take care of it, and they're dedicated and they're here every day.
Working with family sometimes is pretty tough.
Just like anybody, your family's you're gonna have your disagreements and you just gotta work through them.
You butt heads, but you just work through it.
At the end of the day, I think we all have the same goal.
I still think I'm right all the time, but I'm not, but I think I am.
We've been with Corey's probably 15 years, and I don't know, him and Kevin kind of hit it off from the beginning.
Kevin was looking for a partner. He was looking for somebody to help him make decisions, not a salesperson.
So we work with Corey. He's been great every time we need something.
Corey's pretty much like family around here. We do a lot more than just buy tractors from Corey.
I educated him on the first GPS because I kept telling him I wanted one, and he's like, why? And I said, I don't know why, but I want one.
The AMS systems were just coming out.
And so we bought one, and we had it on that 8320 that he sold me.
He came in a few months later and talked to me about it, and he said, you know, it used to be I would plow all day, and when I got out of the tractor, I was exhausted. He said, now I plow all day, and I at the end of the day, I get out, and he said, I still feel great, I have energy, I'm refreshed. So he actually sold me on technology of equipment.
I remember when we first got our first tractor with GPS, I'm pretty sure that was the only tractor we ever drove. We'd change any implement on it just so we had the GPS.
They would go unhook any piece of equipment and put it on that tractor with GPS. Didn't matter. That's what they wanted. I don't blame them. I like it too now.
When I met the Chesnuts, the boys were little kids, and they've all grown into their dad. So.
I think it's pretty important that we raise our kids up in the farm here.
I don't know why anybody would rather live in the city if they had the choice to live out here.
They can go out and play outside, and my son, he rides around in the tractors with us all the time, and he loves being out around outside, playing in the corn or looking at the cows.
I just hope someday my kids can grow up and their kids can be farming too and have something to start with like me and my brother did. It was a little harder for my dad than it's going to be for us. He built a good base for us to get started off of.
The Centennial farm means a lot to me, and hopefully one day I'll pass it on to my son.
You just work all your life for what you got, and you want to give it to somebody.
I absolutely love it. It's great that we get to see each other every day. We spend time together, and to be able to see the grandkids all the time, it's a great life.